All right, guys, we are out here in the parking lot of LS Nasty. First, I guess, legitimate test on the car to make sure that it has forward gears. So for this transmission here, it's a CS2 Linko, so it's a little bit different. It's got a bunch of levers on there that do a bunch of different things. All right, so this is what you got in this thing. It's a converter drive, and then it's like a manual transmission. So you have your three levers. This is your forward and reverse, and then well, if you put it in forward, it's in forward one, and then if you pull this first lever over here, that's second, that's third. So right now you're neutral, so nothing happens. If you put it in reverse, which the car has to rock, right? So you rock it a little bit. You're in reverse. You're in reverse one, reverse two, reverse three. So you can go just as fast forward as you can as you can in reverse. So that is cool. Or maybe it's, I don't know which way reverse is. I have to Google it real quick to see so we know. But we're gonna test and see. You cannot change your gear as far as reverse, neutral, or forward without holding down the trans brake button. So you can shift with your right hand and then grab the trans brake with your left hand. If you do that, you will have a bucket of useless parts. So don't shift it without holding the trans brake as far as your forward or reverse. Your gears you can shift without touching the trans brake, obviously. Transmission shifts off air. So if you guys are a Linko expert, comment any helpful tips down below, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this thing. Is that pretty fair to say? Like, you just don't do anything without holding the trans brake, pretty much. And it's not like you don't get a warning. If you tear it up, it's tore up.
Yeah, the reverser's not strong.
So don't mess this up. So what we're gonna fire it up right now. We're going to is that forward or reverse?
I would think forward would be
forward. That's what I would think too, but this is terrifying. Do we have any safety measures?
No, we got it wired up. Kill switch works. We did some other wiring on it.
Can we take this door off?
Change the oil. Yeah. We'll
take this off just so you can like stand over here and yell at me before I do anything. But wait till you see how light this door is. Hold on, does it have a nut on? Is this like some sort of locking mechanism on that?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I gotta close it.
All right, hold on. Is this a safety feature over here?
Break that tire off for that rod.
Oh, look at that. Heavy door? Heavy door. All right, so now you can see all in there. None of the wiring on this is hooked up. So right before we bought the car was updated, but nothing works. So the only thing we're running off of is the Pro Mag and the points box. That's it. So the grid is not working. It's all here. It needs to be wired up. Anything else need to be wired? Like, there's just no electronics on it.
Yeah, it just needs like a HOLLEY or something, and that way we can get
there's zero data.
Yeah, shock travel. We can do some stuff with the transmission. Got some ideas with the engine, controlling fueling, maybe like MSD 600.
Everyone flames us and they yell at us. They're like, "Oh, you just get something, you tear it apart." We're not tearing it apart. We're gonna go run it.
Yeah, no, I mean, we could. The thing is we could tear it apart and do all that and go way faster, way quicker than taking it out every time without any data and going, well, let's try to adjust the shocks. We don't know what they did, but let's adjust them.
But right now we're jet truck mode.
Jet truck mode.
Yes.
We're just going out there. If we go 6.0,
we're going out there to have fun and make noise.
5.0, 4.0, 3.0.
3.0. God, 3.0. World's fastest pro mod. So yeah. Oh, what do you call the on-off switch in this thing?
The death or no death.
The closer to death, or not as close to death?
Yeah.
Where are the other set of earphones? Because I need them.
They're hanging up.
They're hanging up? Okay. I'm going to get David to hold the camera. So what are we going to do exactly?
I'm going to turn the air on because the trans brake has a pod for...
Damn.
Dude,
that thing is hurt.
The trans brake's air actuated. Everything on it's air. So it has a pod there that sends air to a band that stops the transmission.
Hey, let me ask you this. What's the chip set at?
I don't even know.
Is there any way to set a two-step? A rev limiter?
I don't know. The grid is wired up, but it's not actually controlling anything, so I don't know how they have it set up.
Well, so how is a points box have some sort of two-step in it?
It's supposed to go right here. Pretty sure.
Well, you're supposed to put a chip in there.
Yeah,
right?
But that's going toward the grid, but it's not wired up. So normally...
So we have no chip. We're leaving off foot brake.
Yeah, just kind of like... We did put a throttle stop in it.
Yeah, which is not enough.
Yeah. No, I changed it. It's like quarter throttle now.
Okay. Here, you hold this. I'm gonna floor it. Let's see.
Okay.
Look at the butterflies, for example. Is that really quarter throttle? Because it still feels like a lot in here.
Yeah, no, it's, I would say maybe like 30% or so. But that's gonna be like, even though it doesn't look like it's opening much on a car like this, like that right there in the burnout would be like $5 grand.
Well, see, I'm worried that. Oh wait, hold on. How much? Hold it to where it is, where it stops.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's a lot of throttle. That's a lot. Because
Yeah.
when I rev this thing, I literally rev it like.
Ooh.
Like I literally rev it like this.
Well, it's
much.
adjustable, so we can do like.
We need to take more out of it. I'm telling you.
Okay.
This right here is like shit your pants.
Let's make sure it drives first. So we did change oil. It holds 5 gallons of oil.
Which
it's dry sump.
Is not good for my pocket. Here, I'll take this back so you can do things. Not good for my pocket because every time you do an oil change on this thing, it takes like all of my oil away. We fixed the starter where it was a little bit more deadly. Now it's less deadly. We made a mobile battery cart for our starter. So I'd say we're doing good. We're doing good. So we're going to fire it up. I'm going to hold the trans brake, put it in first, let go of the trans brake. It should roll forward. Then I'm going to stop. I'm going to grab the trans brake, go to neutral. Do I have to let go of the trans brake in neutral? Like,
I think you just keep continually hold it. Just so, because when you're holding the trans brake, it's keeping it from wanting to spin. Because if it's in neutral, then the input would be spinning.
okay, but if you're holding the trans brake, it's not spinning.
No.
So hold the trans brake, then go in reverse, back up, hold the trans brake, put it back in neutral, and then...
I think you could probably go to neutral without holding the trans brake, but if you went
Well, I'm not going to
either
try
way,
it.
yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah.
They say hold the trans brake whenever you change any sort of anything. So I feel like, do I need to... You sat in there before. Do I need to have some sort of like face protection for the fumes?
They didn't spray me in the face, just a little bit on the arm.
Oh. The death machine. The death machine. we also... Guys, we don't have a name for this thing yet. So, Travis, you want to hold the camera while I fire up the unnamed promo? This is a test to see if it has gears.
Oh.
I'm gonna take my wallet out of my pocket here.
So no rolling burnout, no way to identify you if
No.
things go wrong?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
They'll identify him by the dental record. Are you about to burn him?
No, I'm not about to do a burnout. I'm about to hang on to dear life and just move it through the parking lot.
Don't forget to push the trans brake.
Yes, trans brake the entire time. Someone record this on their phone because it's either going to be pretty cool or it's going to be very expensive.
Or both.
Do you need help with that?
No, I got it. It weighs more than I do.
It's way easier with no front end on it. Maybe that locks into place.
All right, jump in.
You need a screwdriver, bud. You have
Need a flathead?
yeah, flathead screwdriver. I wonder if you could like do it off the car.
That needs to be picked up in a sec.
No, it don't matter. Yeah. Screwdriver.
You good, John?
Go back.
Every Pro Mod guy from 1980 is just laughing right now.
Listen, keep going back.
Well, I bet in 1980 they had starters that worked.
Let this go around. To run this car, you need to have 2 batteries, earmuffs, a screwdriver.
The squirt bottle.
All right, so is the
power?
power on? Is the power on?
The rear power now.
Dude, I'm nervous. I'm definitely out of my comfort zone. You think it's hilarious, don't you?
You're nervous. I'm over here standing next to it.
All right, so I'm gonna get in it real quick.
Yeah.
Power's on.
Yep. First ignition switch. This one? Yeah, that's the off. Go back to E now. And then your trans brake. Go ahead and put your wheel on now.
Oh, for the record, I've never sat in this thing while it's running.
It's under CO2 on also.
I've never sat in this thing before. All right, so if I turn this on, the trans brake should work.
Yep.
Oh my God, I'm freaking. Hey, once you fire it up, come over here and stop me in case I do anything that looks expensive. All right, it's on.
You ready?
Yeah.
Headphone
It's a little bit difficult
users.
to get it in there when it's only open 25.
Beware.
Yeah, you got to do that. My heart's pounding. Am I allowed to say I'm like terrified right now?
Yeah.
All right, got on the brake.
Yeah.
Any last words?
The kill switch does not work. The kill switch does not work. He's like, shut it off. I'm like, bro.
I was trying to holler trans brake, you couldn't hear me.
He was on it, weren't you?
That was the trans brake. As soon as you put it, so forward is reverse.
Yeah.
As soon as you put it in gear, it just went in gear. I had my.
You're just a passenger.
I'm freaking dead. Dude, when I tell you I about popped my kneecap out my body, I'm like, I'm gonna hit my truck back there with this thing.
Did you pull the lead out?
Dude, that lead out was on for as soon as I pushed forward and it started going back when I still held the trans brake, I pulled the lean out and I'm like, this is not shutting off. And I flipped the kill switch off.
Turn it on. Turn it on off.
I'm freaking dead. I think that we've.
Yeah, it goes to the mag box.
Here, roll me forward. Make sure this thing still has. No, you have to be rolling to put it in gear. That was terrifying. I think the name of this, this is known as the Death Machine. I think we've named it. It's the Death Machine. You don't look impressed. Are you not impressed?
I was just waiting for you to slowly roll back into the Dodge at like 5 miles an hour.
Let me tell you what. These brakes suck ass, or this converter drives so badass, the brakes don't really matter. I had so much brake pressure on this thing. Oh my god. Bro, everyone on YouTube is going to flame us right now, but... I wish it would have went full...
We did a test earlier and it shut off.
Yeah, no.
But the lean out was on as well, so...
Well, I pulled the lean out.
Yeah, what I'm saying, but you flipped the switch off and
It didn't even idle up. I was for sure like, I got to run this thing out of 7 gallons of fuel. I was like, I'm going to sit here until it presses up against my truck back there, and then we'll just sit there and it'll be like, hey, blower surge is in gear though. Dude, I don't think y'all understand how terrifying
Oh wait,
that
hold
was.
on. They probably don't realize the truck's right there.
How close did I get?
Nah, not too bad.
Car length.
You had a couple feet.
It wouldn't come back out of gear either.
Even with the trans braking in,
I was holding the trans brake in,
and it still wouldn't.
and I put it in gear, and it should not have moved until I let off. And I didn't even get it all the way in gear. I got it like 3/4 of the way in, and it started going backwards. I was like, whoa, what the heck? And then I wouldn't let me pull it back. This big dumb transmission was not having it. Oh my god.
You only got like 1 PSI going to the trans brake. Looks like. I don't know if that's enough.
What does it say on the regular? You know how you see the videos at the racetrack where people are running someone over, or like they can't stop, and you're like, what an idiot. I totally get it now. Like, you're stuck in this thing. I had so much brake pressure. I need to get an ACL replacement.
Now imagine if you would have had it in high gear in reverse.
Dude,
Work beds.
I don't know what's up with these brakes.
He'll be chasing you. Death by 57. That's what it is.
Are we gonna try this again? Well, we can. It's got no kill switch.
I'm working on that.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. Get me out of the Death Machine. That's its new name. Is that a good name?
These back in the inside.
Or no?
Or
Do you like it?
I feel like that's not really the connotation you want for your pro mod.
Yeah, black and orange should be going
I feel like it earned it though.
I mean, you didn't die.
together.
No, but it's just like the
This may be.
The death machine.
Maybe. Comment down below.
Comment down below.
Yeah.
Need to figure out
Did you
where-
see me panicking in the car?
Yes, it was hilarious.
Matt's like cut it off, and I'm like,
We were all laughing because you
it
were
won't
full,
cut off. Hey, look, did y'all hear me
everything, and
yelling?
you were full blown panic. There was
Dude,
arms
I was like,
everywhere.
there's no more. There's only 2 things you could do to shut it off, and I clicked both of them. I'm looking for the next one, and there's nothing else to shut off. This is.
You need ejection seat.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's the other switch.
No, because I never had the other switch on.
Yeah, no, that kills it.
Wait. This
You-
switch?
You do that and it grounds it and it shuts
Wait,
it
I
off.
turn it on?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we sure?
That one, that goes to the
So,
pro mag.
well, this turns the trans brake on,
Yeah.
and then the other one stays off.
And then when you shut it off, you turn it off.
Are we sure?
Yes.
Are we about to do this again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the in gear?
Is it still in gear?
No, it's not in gear, but what about the...
You didn't have
Oh,
enough
go
trans
that
brake
way.
for it.
Oh, okay.
Now you got trans brake.
Hey,
Yeah, now
why
you got
don't?
trans brake.
So turn the kill switch on and see if it'll fire. If it doesn't fire, then you know it's probably good.
No, we'll fire it up.
So it leaned out to shut off?
Yeah.
Okay, so that ain't full of fuel or nothing?
No, I mean, well, unless it just decided to stall randomly. We're doing this again?
Yeah.
Oh my
Now we're
god.
covered, bud.
It's gonna be
Just make
great.
sure you go this way.
All right, I'm gonna pull it back, and it should go forward. All right, so hold on. Are we going with the trans brake didn't work because it didn't have enough PSI on it?
Yeah, I'm
That's
hoping.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah, was it trying to work at all?
No, it didn't stop it. Like before I put this thing in gear all the way,
A long time since
it
Yeah.
started moving. I'm terrified. Like this is not. Do I need to put like safety pants on? All right, so this other one I turn on to shut off.
Yeah.
We're sure.
That goes up here and it grounds the wire for the MSD.
Hold on, wait. See, I got an issue now though.
What?
Cause look it, I got no air on the pods when I.
There is no air on the
You gotta-
regulator.
Oh,
Air's
oh.
on now.
All right, sorry. Panic John entered the chat.
Okay, got air now.
Yeah, I don't know how much air it takes on the.
How what's it? What do you have that down? Why don't you put it like a
We're
30?
about 30. Well, I was gonna say about 30.
Well, go. I'd rather more than less.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot.
Now you.
Jeez. Ah!
All right,
Freaking out.
Hey, are we sure it's out of gear?
Yeah, you can push
yeah.
push me back and forth.
Yeah, you're clear. A little over 80 psi.
All right, I'm gonna pull it back to go forward. Listen,
Stand on the brakes.
dude, when I tell you the brake pedal's not big enough for both feet, that was all I could do. All right, hold on. It's gonna take more fuel, more gas to crank over because you just leaned it out.
Yeah. All right, remember up for that to shut it off.
God, I don't like it. I just had a panic moment here.
You want a helmet?
No, a helmet.
Just checking.
Dude, Matt, this is not.
Is your lean out off?
Should I like strap in?
All right, ready?
No, I'm not ready, but go ahead.
You good? You on the brakes hard?
Dude, yes. Out of it now. I'm sorry, I panicked right there. I straight up panicked. I grabbed the trans brake and I leaned into it and it jumped forward. I think it needs more PSI on the trans brake. We gotta pull the plugs out of it now.
Yeah, that's fine. But the trans brake works and the kill switch works.
Yes, kill switch.
Hey,
does
kill
work.
switch worked.
There's another 10 on the train. You're 90 on the train
Yeah.
right now.
Um,
Well, it goes to 100.
Yeah, so you need to like move in order to put it in gear.
Yeah.
You can't be everyone at home, like the 12 people that watch my channel that have one of these combinations are probably dying laughing right now. But we're here for comedic relief or whatever it's called.
That's right. You had it right.
I mean, I'm ready to do it hot like a damn Top Fuel team. It's terrifying. When I tell you it is terrifying, it is terrifying.
That's the first time you said it.
Yeah, I know,
It's
but
a whole other experience sitting in it.
what? Did you not see it jump on the brake, trans brake?
A little bit,
That's
but
what
I
it's
think
Is that what it does? Yeah. All right.
I don't think it was trying to drive forward. I think that it was.
Just like getting up on the chip, getting up on the brake.
Yeah, and then also we got a thing on the track, you know, out here.
Oh shit! I'm in over my head on this one, boys. Holy shit!
Say steep learning curve.
Yeah.
Fitting he's in the shirt of his first race car.
Yeah.
Well, I guess second race car.
It starts up pretty good though, huh?
Yeah, starts and drives. Yeah, that's half the
And it has
battle.
brakes.
Half the battle.
You just got to be a man on them.
All right, we ready for Fayetteville.
Dude, this thing is. I'm sure it'll be way more tame with a door on the side of it, but with no door on it, it's terrifying.
You don't like M5 in your face?
Yeah, I think we're. Well, we'll leave it out here for a minute.
Okay, well, I'm gonna turn the air off.
Yeah. Turn the air off. That'll work. I don't even know what to think. My heart's pounding, and I didn't even. My heart's pounding. I moved 12 feet. God, are you gonna be able to make a pass at it?
step.
Am I? I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, I'll do a burnout in it and tell you how I feel for after that. I feel like ones with doors on it, when I'm wearing a helmet and a fire suit, I'll feel a whole lot better. But the transmission's confusing as hell.
John does a burnout and just gets out at like the 200. He's like, I'm done. I'm out. And just hops
The
the wall.
terrifying thing is, like, I've never felt like in the other cars. I always felt like, well, like if this thing like hangs the throttle, like I'm just going. Like there's no stopping it. If that shit hangs the throttle, I'm like, oh, I'll just cut it off and throw the chutes and I'll be fine. If this thing hangs the throttle, I know, but I'm telling you, if this thing hangs the throttle, like in a burnout, you ever see the video of the guy that like hits the wall and comes back up the track? Like, bro, I'll be out on 95 still rolling smoke off the tires. Like it would be terrifying.
Just a passenger.
Is the belt coming apart yet?
You can't wait to sling that thing apart.
It's
Did you get any other belts?
no, not yet. It's got a lot of rubber up here. It's like it is coming apart, isn't it?
No. It's a brand new belt.
Dude, it's really terrifying. You gotta understand here, I've been 14s, and that's not terrifying at all. Like, I could confidently say if the Black Sheep went out there and went a 390, it'd be like a walk in the park. This thing, if it ran a 450, I'd get on the top end like I'm telling you, it is ridiculous. I feel like I need to have a tattoo of a heart on my arm that says mom to drive this. Is it impressive outside the car?
At 4 miles an hour?
That's like walking beside it. He's like, I about pulled it in gear without grabbing the transfer.
I know, I'm like,
You guys need to have the headset on while you're doing it.
yeah. My helmet will, once I have a helmet on and I'm in my fire suit, pull the lead out. Dude. Yeah, no. We're going to be pulling the plug out of
So
this.
hear me out. If you had a Holley, put a air solenoid on that, and then have like your emergency kill switch, and then regular one that would be time delay, so it would pull the lean out and then shut it off.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to do anything.
No, really.
Or hear me out, you have injectors on it and then you're like, what the hell is a lean out? You just shut it off like everything else we own.
True that.
No.
We're not
No.
gonna just change out the bat. We're gonna get this. But I feel like my badassness points go up if we drive it like this, especially with manual shift. Like that's badass. Like I think that's why it's just intimidating. I feel like I'm about to go have a bar fight with Mike Tyson when you fire that thing up.
I mean, you do have a mouth guard now.
I had to buy. Listen, I'm not knocking one of these loose. I went and bought a mouthpiece in case I didn't shake some tires.
How's the seat and all that feel?
Oh, it feels great. Yeah, other than the scared to deathness in there, it feels really good.
So we need to get the label maker out, like on is off, off is on.
No, I mean I got it because I just go up with it. But and it does work, in fact. I wish I knew that the first time, because I almost backed into my piece of shit truck back there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do not talk about the white lizard like that.
Yeah.
She was going to keep you out of the creek.
I don't think this thing's been
Run. Like, when I don't know when it's been run last. It was at 2 different owners before we bought it off the guy, and it never ran with them.
probably the same shit. They probably set in it and they're like, I can't even turn it off.
Oh my god. Alright, well I guess that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.